Hey guys, welcome to the Everyday Mom Challenge. Today I want to talk with you about high school writing. All right, we know Solomon's in 9th grade and he's taking English 1 right now. Now at the high school that I teach at, they are offering different types of writing electives for students to take. And high schools across the country and colleges will also have these similar programs. So you need to check out creative writing. You also need to think of journalism. Those are just two. Speech and debate, those are also classes that are offered that can help with communication skills and writing arguments and claims. But I knew that the blogs would be great for Solomon because he reads them all the time. And he shares with me different indie promotion blogs and different WWE blogs and podcasts and videos that he watches. Now the baby, he loves making videos. Solomon, he's never made a YouTube video. As you can see, you don't really see him a lot. You might see him walking by. You might see the side of his head, or you will not see like him sitting and talking with videos. That's just not something that he enjoys doing. But he does enjoy vlogs. So, and writing. He's very creative and he's very intelligent, and I'm like, okay, he could create his own WordPress blog, or he could investigate Blogger. Like I love WordPress. That's what I've been using. I know Blogger is another one on Google that you could investigate and look into. But for right now, I've encouraged him to do WordPress. That's just because I wanted to just stick with some kind of format that I felt comfortable in. I sent him all the pictures from our last WWE live event, and I said you already have enough photos where you'll be able to showcase stars and discuss different WWE superstars in your blogs, in your articles. So I had him do the SWAFT technique. Now I know y'all think I'm crazy, but I believe in fingerprint curriculum, right? So I created an acronym. Yes, from Enzo and Cass. I give them credit. But I created a teaching acronym for him to be able to go out and investigate and critique other wrestling blogs and to determine if they were soft or not. And what were those strengths that he could capitalize on? What did he see that was a standout? What were the weaknesses that he saw? So I made the SOFT acronym. He went through and charted 5 different blogs, and I also include indie blogs with that, not just mainstream blogs, because I want him to see from like people like me making blogs, everyday people, without a lot of the tech tools and a lot of the funding to be able to do it, not to discourage him. I asked him to write down, the names, the catchphrases, what did he notice about them, what did they have in common. So he went through all of that. He then sat with me and discussed why were some of those fails, or epic fails, on the SOFT, fail for F, and what were takeaways that he could build upon and learn and, advance his writing. What were areas that he needed advancement in. He did all of that. He came up with his name. Today, I get a text, and he said, "Mom, I don't want to do a blog anymore. I want to do a podcast." Now, I'm thinking, okay, so all of that work that you put into Friday's lesson and our discussions about it and me sending you additional tip videos for blog writing, okay, sure. So now you're doing SOFT on podcast, because he needs to go out and research and investigate the different types of mediums that are out there. And then I need to allow him the freedom to be able to express himself, through this process of expression that fits him and fits his personal style. So that's where we are right now. So he's pulled up Opinion. That is a free podcast avenue. And I've also told him to investigate other podcasts and see what's out there. Just keep it real with your kids and listen. You know, there's many opportunities for him to do field trips to, you know, local papers and large mainstream papers, and interview journalists. And I'm going to start having him do different interviews with different family members, and he's going to, you know, learn journalism tips. And I have him on a online course, Introduction to Journalism. So he's doing a lot of that too. But his access and his ability to process through what he wants to do, that is totally, the projects are totally up to him. So hey, I might be encouraging you to check out my kids' podcast maybe by next week. Let's see what we have developing over the course of the day and of the next couple of days. Just keep it real, keep it open, and allow your child to take ownership of their education. So he's got to write a script for his podcast. For me, I talk off. You know that I don't never write a script. Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't have time. But as a part of his school, he has his journalism notebook, and he'll be writing the scripts. So it's no different than writing the blog and the podcast, honestly, because he's still doing that function of writing. So think about how to increase your child's engagement through some of these online platforms. Debate.org is awesome. I want you to check that out. There'll be topics up there, and your child logs in, and then they can debate on which side they agree or disagree upon, and they give their reasons. There's so many other ones, and I'm going to continue to do a series on some of the high school activities that I do with Solomon, and some of the websites that we use and apps that we use. So if you can think of any that I need to share with people, please put them on the tagline below so people can read the comments. But I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.